Hey guys, how are we doing? Welcome to today's Talking Points here on Buzzing Pattaya. And to the subject of this discussion today is three things that I think, particularly when you first come out here to Thailand, they're going to blow your mind. And they might be things that you may actually not expect to happen, and I think that's why it will affect you so much. Or likewise, you might think, actually, do you know what? I was kind of prepared for that, in which case you're a step ahead most people. So what I want to do is I want to talk this into like the three topics I want to discuss, but I also want to ask you guys, when you came out here, or even still when you come out here on a regular basis, what are the three things, or not the three things, sorry, what are the things that really do just make you stand there and think, what is that all about? So today's discussion, three things I've got. As always, what I will do is I will put the overlays over the top of the video. But before I do that, guys, all I will do is just an unashamable plug is just say, guys, if you haven't, please check out our new website, buzzingpattaya.com. It's packed full of information. And if you'd like to join our members area, on the left-hand menu there is an icon at the very bottom. Just click that and it shows you what we can show you in the members area that I can't show you here. And quickly, very, very quickly, if you do join, please, guys, read the email that you get sent. You have to go to a different website in order to log in, not the same website as Buzzing Pattaya. All right, so let's get started. So first of all, let me put the overlays over. And these are three things that I think, even now to me, there are certain circumstances I think, oh my Lord, what's that all about? So let's talk about the first one, the good old toilet. So, most of you, I would assume, and please forgive me if I'm wrong, but I would assume most of you, like myself, have come from a background where you sit down on the white porcelain chair and you go about your business. And that's normal, you flush, you do your thing, you wipe your backside and you flush the toilet paper down the toilet and jobs are good and away you go. Not out here, guys. You are going to be presented with all manner of different situations that you're going to think, oh my Lord, what's this all about? The first one being is that we don't put toilet tissue down the toilet. Now you're going to be thinking to yourself, hang on, what on earth are you on about? But it's true. Basically, the sewage system here in Thailand, the pipes are very small, very narrow, easily get clogged up and blocked up. And so therefore, you're not encouraged to put toilet tissue down the toilet. In fact, many places have stickers telling you not to do it, to use the bin that's to the side of the toilet. And I've got to be honest with you, when I first came out, that really did freak me out. And I'll be honest with you, I used to stuff my toilet tissue down the toilet because I was like, nah, that ain't right. You can't be doing that. But it wasn't for any other reason than the fact that I didn't actually get a grasp of the concept. So what happens is you go in the toilet, you go about your daily business, and then there is a thing on the wall called a bum gun. And that takes some getting used to. I'll tell you, I've seen people, myself included, where you've had a misdirected shot and it's sprayed all in your pants or in your shorts, and you're walking out with a huge big wet patch thinking, oh no, how embarrassing, this is awful, what's going on in my life? But the idea, the way it works is basically that you do what you got to do, then you use the bum gun to wash your backside, and that is to remove any well, you know what I'm talking about, but anyway, it's to do that. So what I would say is try to get into the habit of spraying back to front. It's far easier once you get into the swing of things. Maybe until you're a bit of a bum gun expert, you might need to spray front to back, because that way then you're not going to get your shorts or your pants. But once you've done that, once you've washed yourself, the whole purpose of the tissue is simply to dry yourself. That's all it's there for. So in effect, when you are looking at that bin to the right-hand side of you and you're thinking, oh no, I can't believe I've got to stick this in there, effectively, you're actually just putting clean toilet tissue into a bin that's just been used to dry yourself. No different to if you wash your face, you got a bit of tissue and quickly dabbed your face. It's no different to that. It should be as clean as that. So there you are. That's stage one. Now you might be thinking, well, that's okay, I can get the hang of it. However, there is a whole new world awaiting you. There is a whole new system that's about to hit you like a sledgehammer. And I'm going to say you now, guys, even to this day, 11 years down the road, and if you guys can help me, please do so, it's when you walk into the squat toilet. And by that, what I mean is it's just literally a porcelain hole in the ground with 2 foot plates either side, where you are expected, providing you're at the age where you can still do this, you are expected to crouch down and to squat and to go about your business. But here cometh the problem. The problem with doing that is very simple, is how in the world, if there is no bum gun and there is just that awful 205 litre or the dustbin barrel next to you with a scoop, now you do have problems, because you're thinking, so, well, hang on, even if I just dribble that down my backside and, you know, give the old crack a quick wipe over, it ain't going to do the same job as a high-powered pressure bum gun. So what do you do? How do you get over that? Well, the simple fact is what I have to do is you have to just, you know, grin and bear it and wash as much as you can, use a bit of tissue, and then obviously you're going to have to put that in the bin. But you can't flush that down those toilets. It's really not good. But, you know, I don't know. It's just a bit of a... It is a bit of a mindset when you come out here and you're thinking, happy days, yeah, no dramas, just going to go to the toilet. You go to the toilet, you think, oh my Lord, what am I meant to do now? You know, I'd ask you guys, yeah, what's been some of your funniest moments, some of your worst moments, or some of the things that you've just really struggled with when it comes to going to the toilet out here? Because it really is a mind-blowing system that you're faced with, particularly if you're not expecting it. All right, enough about that. Number 2, eating. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, hang on, has he lost the plot today? Has he really like just gone off on one? But the reason I'm saying about eating is, think about when you're back home, you're sat there, and let's say, you know, you're having a few mates around, you're having your dinners. Well, the dinner plate gets put in front of you. It doesn't get put in the middle of the table, it gets put in front of you. In other words, that food is your food. So you quite rightly sit there and you eat, enjoy your food, and happy days, jobs are good and food's decent, having a beer, whatever you're doing, and that's it. Job done and dusted. Not out here. So you will be quite often presented with a situation where maybe 2 or 3 dishes will be ordered and you all just scoop in and help yourselves. And also, what you might find is that you might order some food and you'll sit there thinking, yep, no dramas, all good. And suddenly a spoon or a fork will come wanging in from either direction and help you lighten the load of your plate. And you're thinking, well, hold on, where's that? What's that about? That's my dinner. Thai people are very, very generous. In other words, they share pretty much their food with everybody and anybody. I found when I was younger that it was quite a no-no, like you were quite conditioned. Well, I certainly was conditioned, you know, sharing food, and that wasn't really the done thing, through, you know, maybe spreading germs or whatever, but it just wasn't really a done thing. When I go home to the village, it's just outrageous because there is no such thing as your food, it's our food, even if it's still sat on your plate. So guys, you know, be prepared, particularly if you do go back to the villages, be prepared for that spoon to come flying in from 90 degrees, whop out your best part of your meal, and you're left there thinking, how in the world did that just happen? But it does, and that is Thai culture. You know, Thai's all about sharing and caring. They're very, very good at this, and they will definitely happily share their food with you and expect you to share their food with your food with them. So please don't be upset about it. It really is part and package of what goes on here. So I guess the moral of this story is, you know, how did you experience it? Was it something that shocked you when people were taking your food? Is it something you were used to? Is it something you just thought, yeah, that's the norm here, I'm quite happy to do that? Or was it something you thought, wow, that's just really off the radar, didn't expect that at all, and it's completely freaked me out? All right, so that's 2. So the first one was using the toilet system here. The second one is eating and sharing your food. The last one is by far the most dangerous. And this one, I really do genuinely mean this. This really is a very, very dangerous head mess that's going to potentially could end up killing you. Red lights. Red lights here do not mean stop. They mean hurry up and go quicker and risk it for a biscuit. And that really is, unfortunately, it is exactly what I'm saying to you. In other words, you might be walking down the road and you want to cross and you see that there's a red light there. And you think, oh, that's okay, the traffic's going to stop. Please, guys, if you're here, just take a moment out of your day to walk to a set of traffic lights where there's a red light and just sit back just for a couple of minutes and just watch the red light when it changes. So it'll go from green to start flashing, and then it goes to amber, and then it goes to red. I guarantee you 100% when it goes to red, you will still see at least 2 or 3 vehicles or motorbikes run past the red light and just keep going regardless. And it will happen on pretty much every single junction where there is a red light. Why? I honestly think they just have a complete and utter disregard for your safety and think, to hell with it, I'll just quickly nip through. But more worryingly, I don't think it's that. I think more worryingly, what it really is just the normal here. A red light does not necessarily mean you stop. It just means try and get through as quickly as you can before you've got to wait for maybe 3 other directions to do their bit before it's your turn to go forward and move ahead. Again, you know, if you look along, I'll tell you a good example now, Second Road, they've installed these pedestrian crossings. Please, guys, don't just think, oh, that's okay, my light's green, I'm good to walk across, guys, because so many people here, so many people here just completely ignore the red light for the pedestrian. They don't even see it. It's located quite high up above the traffic, the flow of traffic. So, you know, you're quite rightly in your own world expecting, oh, that's okay, it's safe for me to walk across. But the reality is very, very different. So don't just, you know, relax and think that's okay. Please don't ruin your holiday by getting T-boned by a motorbike or by a car just because you assume, quite rightly in all fairness, but you assume that the green light for you means it's good to go. Always keep your eyes peeled and really, really expect the unexpected, because trust me, it's going to happen. And like I said about the previous two topics there, guys, if you've had a particularly bad experience with the red light where you thought, you know what, I'm good to go now, I'm happy, and suddenly someone's come wanging through, or you've had a near miss or whatever, please, you know, share down below, guys. I love reading all your comments, because that's what makes this channel and the community so special, is the fact that we all share information and situations that we've been faced with over time, and it really is a breath of fresh air to read all these different comments. It certainly gives me great insight as to what goes on out here, because obviously I only see my side, but you know, yeah, please share your comments down below. So those are 3 things that I honestly think will blow your mind. You know, the toilet system, you might be a bit put off first with the whole tissue situation, but you'll get used to that eventually. You think, oh, do you know what, I can deal with that, that's not an issue. And then suddenly, you know, you meet the love of your life. Come on, darling, let's go up to the wigwam in the middle of the field. You go up there and you're like, oh no, what am I going to do with that? It reminds me very much of when I was in the army, and we'd go out into the field, and part of your field craft was obviously taking a number 2, digging your hole and covering up, and away you go. So even with my fieldcraft training skills back when I was a young lad in the army, it still fried my brain when I came out here. It really did. It was just like, wow, what's that all about? Like I say, with the eating, you know, they say sharing is caring. I think, sod that. I want me chips, and I want me rice, and I want me kapal mulsap. So please leave it alone. Get your greedy mitts out. But it is what it is out there. People will quite easily and quite often expect you to share the food. It's very, very different from what I was used to back in London, and certainly what I guess most of you are used to in terms of people just, you know, wanging a fork in and saying, happy days, I'll have a bit of that. I don't know. I do love it. It's great. You know, some of the things that happen there are just off the wall brilliant. And like I say, the red light, please, guys, please, 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 make sure under any circumstances that you don't just take it for granted, because trust me, it could be the last step you take, and I really don't want that to happen to you, because it is really very treacherous out here. The roads out here are just awful. They really are. All right, so there we are. That's the 3 talking points today. Like I say, guys, you know, I don't know where we're going with the channel in terms of what the future holds. I was asked this question the other day, and I'm slightly diversified now, but I just wanted to cover it while I got the opportunity. Is, you know, my goal, I suppose, this year would be, I'll be absolutely over the moon if I could reach 100,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, you know, I would really gratefully appreciate the click of that button. I'm going to go out and bring some new content to you. I'm going to go off traveling and do other things like Konkan, Udon Thani, Buriram, Roy Et, you know, all the other places. I want to go down to some of the islands, so I'm going to go and head off and look at other stuff. If there's something you want me to do, guys, if there's a topic that you want me to bring to you, you know, please just drop it down below. Send me an email, 247pattaya@gmail.com. Ping me an email. Let me know what your thoughts are. And trust me, if I can do it, I will. I've had a lot of encouraging emails recently, but the problem I've got is, remember, guys, it's just me and the camera. Multi-camera setups and getting groups of people together is quite difficult for me as we speak right now. However, hopefully in the not too distant future, we'll be able to cover that and be able to bring that to the channel. But for now, right now, as I sit here and speak to you, it really is me, my camera, and that's it. I haven't even got a dog to bring along, because my dog's back home terrifying all the people in my village. But like I say, guys, if you have got any, excuse me, if you have got any content that you want me to cover, please just send me an email, 247pattaya@gmail.com, and I will do my best. All right, there we go. That's it for me. Thank you very much indeed for watching. And as I've just mentioned, please remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon, if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. As I mentioned at the beginning, please have a look at our members area and also our buzzingpattaya.com website. We're constantly updating it. We're bringing more and more stuff onto that website each and every day. We're also highlighting restaurants and hotels and talking points and bars and clubs and stuff. So if you haven't already had a look, please have a look. buzzingpattaya.com. Check it out. And as I say, on the menu on the left-hand side there is an icon. Click that icon, and basically in the members area, it allows me to bring you content that I can't put on here that I think you'll enjoy over there. Likewise, have a look on Discord. Discord, we've got over 10,000 people on there. It's going from strength to strength to strength. There's a lot of very, very experienced people in there that are more experienced than me that share their thoughts and their knowledge. So have a look in there and check it out, guys. And please join. It's totally free of charge. Just click the link, jump on Discord, come and share your experiences and learn from each other. It really is a fantastic platform. All right, there we go. That's it for me, guys. Thank you very much indeed for watching. And please, as always, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.